Welcome back to Heartwood Farms. I'm going to start off by saying thank you guys for what you are doing for our family. When you tune into this video, that helps me get motivated to actually do something in some days. Today is one of those days that I am struggling to be motivated to do much. I mean, doing the basics. We're out here right now for the chores. We've cleaned the house up a little bit, you know, the everyday type of stuff. But to get a little extra done, get that 1% done, to film, I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for you guys that have been watching these videos on a regular basis. Thank you for the comments and everything. So guys, thank you so much again. So let's go ahead and move these guys. It's a rainy day. You can see I've got my rain jacket on. We're going to move them for their second day, and they are doing fantastic. I got to get the food and water out. Stop. Okay, so we've got them on new grass. They're doing a really good job. That was yesterday's, today's, and then they'll be doing that again. We'll be moving them throughout this entire space. And then that also allows us to clear that up, that hillside over there. So they are going to be taking care of all that. I love it. Less that I have to do. Moving that every day is not that big of a deal. So today, one of the projects that I want to work on to get us that 1%, as you saw the fence that we have around here that we were letting the chickens out, and we were letting them out there for a little bit. We are going to switch that around because we want to get the ducks out of the chicken coop and put them in the duck hut. Okay, so let's go tear out some T-posts. Before I forget, please make sure you hit that bell, subscribe, and like this video. It helps us out so that we can continue to help others fulfill their dream of maybe having some animals on their property, starting a little homestead, or just maybe even gardening, to homeschooling their kids, anything along those lines. That is what we're trying to do here on this channel, is to be able to inspire you and others to be able to do that. And the more you guys interact with us, the more motivation that is for me, but it also the more motivation that is for others, getting this information out to them. So guys, thank you so much for doing that and helping us. So we also had a comment on yesterday's video about what about predators for our chicken tractor. The quick answer is yes, there is that possibility of having predators get in with the chicks. They could dig underneath. As you can see, Stella likes running around it. Hey Stella, come on, sit, good girl. So basically, yeah, a predator, if they really want to get in, they're getting in. It doesn't matter if I put them in this and put electric fence around it. If they're hungry enough, a predator is still going to get through the electric fence. It's a deterrent for the most part. If they wanted to get in the chicken coop, technically they probably could. So there is a chance. There's always that chance. We luckily at this particular point in time don't have too many predators around here. I do have some neighbors that have chickens that are running free, and they've been running free for the entire time we've been here, and they're not losing any chickens. So I would think the predators would go after those chickens first before they would come after ours, but there's always that possibility. The good thing is as you can see right behind me, that's my house, and the chickens are right here. And being where we live in the mountains of North Carolina, we don't really have to worry about it getting too crazy hot. So we end up having the windows open at night, helps cool our house down. And trust me, I can hear them at night. And Stella also is very good at listening, and she will wake me up. So I'm not too worried in that aspect, because these guys are pretty loud when they get startled. Yeah. But thank you so much for that comment, that question. Now for your area, that might be completely different. If that is something that you have predators, you have wild dogs, you have coyotes, you have something like that, even raccoons. For you, it might be a good idea for you to get an electric fence put around. You may even need to do a different system than this. Justin Rhodes has a system that he calls the Chickshaw, and no ma'am. And that works really well. Gets them up off the ground. It's a mobile tractor, but then you do have to put the electric fence around there. We were trying to get something very quick, very fast, to get these guys out on pasture without having to worry about aerial predators. That's our biggest threat, is the possibility of a hawk or something like that coming in, swooping down and taking one of these guys. But we're taking care of that. So thank you so much again for the questions. I'm going to work on taking down some of this fence and at least getting it over to the duck house, and then maybe we will work on putting those poles in tomorrow, because it's starting to rain a little bit harder here, and I still have some more chores that I have to get done. All right, so I have, as you can see, collected up the netting, and so this is the netting that we're using. It's like that safety construction net. It works really well for keeping the animals in and everything. As you can see, that's what's there for Donald and Quackers. So I collected all the poles up from out there in the field. And then I realized I want to do one other thing to that chicken coop. So I just pulled out the saw because it stopped raining for a moment, and cut 2 boards, 2x4s to 30 inches long. And what we're going to do is install those on the coop on either side of this gate. So we're going to connect that to the center and then connect it right here. And then I need to come up with some type of hook, something like that, to attach the water and the feeder to, so that when I do move it, those come with it, and then they're still near the door, so it's very easy for me to still get them out. I was going to tie it, but then I have to untie it every single time, and I needed to get some type of hook that can just hook on, hence the name Hook. I think I might have a few of those screwed into the ceiling or something like that, and off the deck or something like that. So we may just utilize what we have. Again, don't want to spend any money on this chicken tractor. We will eventually be making other ones where we can actually spend some money on them, but this is the first one. We wanted to make it as simple as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and get these put on. All right, I think I have solved the issue that we had. I grabbed an extra piece of tin, screwed that on so it won't blow away, but it also keeps the food dry. If you can see in here, but you can't, so I'm going to open this up, flip this around. All I have done is actually, we're now hanging the food, which is going to get it at a better height for them, as well as the water. And I use a wire clamp or a pipe clamp. You would use to tie to the side of a wall or something like that, mount it to the wall, and that way it's easy to loop on and off, and allows the water to be at the right height as well. Easy to get on and off through the door. So I enjoy finding the problems that we have on our farm and coming up with creative ways to solve them. So thank you guys again for tuning in today. I hope that you got maybe a little something from this, from our new design. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you so much.